Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Brooke and I have a surprise for you. It's cold and blistery outside. Let's cook. Okay, so today, it's a couple of days after Valentine's and it's been really chilly around here in Arizona, and my plants, they're not too happy about it. They're ready to go outside and I'm ready for them to go outside. I'd like my kitchen back. Nonetheless, we're going to enjoy the day, and when I woke up this morning I said to myself, oof, a good creamy soup sounds yummy. So I decided, let's celebrate broccoli. Broccoli is so yummy and it's so good for you. So I got this organic broccoli and I got a nice yummy creamy potato, and we're going to add some onion. We're going to add a little knob of butter and a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of bouillon for flavor, and some of my green broth that I made about 3 weeks ago. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with first, we're going to put on our saute button. We're going to be using the Instapot today. Where is it? Hope you can see my Instapot. I love my Instapot. I have the best daughter and daughter-in-law in the whole world, and they treat me well. So we're going to hit the Instapot saute button, and the reason why I'm using the saute button is because I want to saute the onions just a little bit. There's that wonderful sound. Okay, so we're going to add in a little knob of butter. There we go. So olive oil, I did about a tablespoon of a little butter. The olive oil will keep the butter from burning, and the butter gives this soup a really sort of yummy, rich, unctuous flavor. It's great. All right, so now we're going to toss in our onions, and I'm going to bring you down so you can watch everything we're doing. Okay, here we go. There's the Instapot. Okay, so let's let this, as it comes up to heat, we're going to give these guys a light saute. And I saute the onions because raw onion cooked like steamed and stuff, it just sort of for me is a little on the overpowering side. So I find that just giving it a little saute mellows that out quite a bit. Okay, bring that up to temperature there. And this is my green juice. I call it green juice, but it's a green broth. And I think I need to post a video on that for you folks the next time I do a big harvest. But what I do is when I cook the greens, I put them in the freezer because it's usually a lot. And then I keep the stems, and then I cook the stems again for 30 minutes in the Instapot with some water, a little bit of ginger, whatever you want to add to it. It brings out all that delicious nutrients. Then I store it in the freezer or the fridge. I always have some in the fridge. And then I use it instead of any kind of broth or water. And it's got all those nutrients in it. So this is really yummy. Here we go. Now, because we're using a potato, we're not going to make a roux. I've stopped making roux and cream sauces because, well, why when you can just use a potato? So that's what we're going to do. You don't have to use any flour and copious amounts of butter because usually it's 1-to-1 ratio, right? So as you all know, I'm always trying to keep an eye on my weight. And in fact, you know what I did? I bought myself an exercise bike. I'm so excited. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. This is so simple. It's crazy. Now we're going to add in our potato. Now that those are cooked a little bit, and I've diced them all the same size so that they cook well. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, pepper. Just a little bit. You add what you like. Add a little bit of salt. I love the saute function on this Instapot. It's so fantastic. Ooh, the house already smells fabulous. Okay. I'm gonna now put our broccoli in. Uh-oh. A couple of taters there. Didn't make it into the pot. Broccoli is going in. I use the stems, the leaves, the whole 9 yards. It's all packed with goodness. And the stems I cut a little bit smaller than the broccoli because this is tender. The flowers are tender, and these are not so much. Okay. Creamy broccoli soup on a fly. Give this a little stir. Oh boy. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Ooh, boy. Okay. Now I'm going to do something a little different. I like to put inside my cream soups some nutmeg, and I keep it on hand. It's really good. It comes in a little round nut. Get a little microplane. You put in as little or as much as you want, or you can omit it if you're not a big nutmeg person. You can't really tell that it's nutmeg in here. It just makes everybody and yourself go, what is that interesting flavor? Yum. Okay, that's enough for me, I think. Maybe a couple more just for good measure. You get on the back. Alrighty, folks, we're going to give this a stir. When you see how simple this is, you're just going to say, get me an Instapot out. Get me some broccoli. Okay, so in is going to go our green broth. And then I'm going to do equal amounts of just fresh agua, water. Filtered, of course. You never know. I'm going to put in 1 bouillon. I use Knorr's because that's what I grew up with. So it's going to add a little bit of salt, and we're just going to let that go. Now, let's turn the pressure cooker. Let's get the lid on. Phew! All right, we're going to go on pressure cook. We're going to go 30 minutes. And when it's done in 30 minutes, and it does this beep, just like that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you where we're at and what we're going to do to finish it. It's going to be so good. I'll see you in a few. Okay, so it went beep. That favorite sound of mine. All right, let's check it out. I'm going to bring you down so you guys can see everything that we're doing. Alrighty, and as you can see, I got the immersion blender out. Okay, here we go. Ho, 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 ho. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Taters are tender. Broccoli is tender. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to save this little flowerette. I'll show you why in a minute. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to take this out. Let's get rid of this. Alrighty. Yum, 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 yum. Now I'm going to taste this sauce and the broth and see if it needs anything. Gosh darn it, I did good. Doesn't need a thing. We're going to throw in our little knob of cream cheese. You use as much as you want. That's what I'm doing for my liking. And let's immersion blend and see if it needs any more liquid. It could. We'll see. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's give it a taste. I like it on the thicker side, really creamy, like you get into the get it in the restaurants. And look at that texture, folks. This is amazing. Look at this. Yummy, creamy, delicious soup. Oh boy, let's give it a taste. Right on. Okay, let's ladle us up some. Doesn't need any more soup. And I like it so that there's a little bit of chunks in there, but not too chunky. And that cream cheese comes through and gives it a little bit of that yummy, creamy flavor, but not so much, you know, you can overpower it with the cheese. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me turn you around. Oh my goodness. Do you think I'm excited about this yummy soup? I am so excited. Okay, folks. That's it for us today. I'm glad you were here to join me making some yummy, creamy, my mouth is watering broccoli soup. So good for you, full of antioxidants. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments below how you changed it up a little. It's always interesting to hear how folks augment other people's recipes. I think it's fascinating. And until next time, if you like these kinds of videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Let's go eat. I'll see you next time, folks.